Viper Strike and AA Blast.
Wow!
Nice, but I would prefer like Medallion.
Вода, ты посмотри вокруг, что происходит!
Once AM gets his like Battle Fury Manta, that's when you have a hard game. If you don't have most of the T2s done by then.
Look at dogfights. I knew it. This guy always does it. Places down the ward. He's just going to chill here and then try and snipe that courier. Lives for. And it's also kind of cool because he's able to get down both of these wards before anybody shows up. So blocking out the camp. Also having some vision here for mid to see where everybody's going to.
30 seconds to battle.
Being able to possibly put the pressure onto FN early would be quite helpful. Question is, do Empire have an inkling that this could be happening?
I don't think so. I don't know. Dogfights is pretty well known for that.
Yeah.
The thing is, he can kill it from either side, though. He's a super mobile
The
hero,
battle
so
begins.
he's not gonna have like if they skirt it around to the right side, he's not.
Might
is mine.
So let's see. Mention the swap. Sakata, July Nyx, Synderen absolutely despises him.
All right. Does he have a reason in particular, or just, you know,
He said he
hater?
loses most matchups 1-on-1, 1-on-2, and most of the time you're scouting at 6.
Oh, and here it comes. Courier moving out with the salve, and dogfights. Hits it once, hits it twice. A little bit of gold for everybody, and no salve for poor little FN.
That's really bad because you want your Viper to pressure your Invoker, but right now I think Dogfight's going to just go mid, right click FN. He might actually die if he gets level 2. But, well, good HP now. Is that half HP?
Oh, it feels bad. Injuly is pulling the creep wave pass, trying to, you know, get a little bit of farm here for himself, while the Clockwork off to the side was able to mess around and contest for the pull. He is going to be able to pull these creeps past, it looks like, as well. Did get the Dick Roger and to pull himself a dogfight. It's actually going to work out, though. He's instead going to come in mid and mess around a little bit. They pull back the Invoker, dealing some damage. They have a Sentry Ward down as well. Is Paparazzi already going to take enough damage to fall? Looks like he will be able to live through that, and with the Courier bringing out some Tangos, heal up ever so slowly.
Dogfight's hanging around. Be able to get 2 at least down side.
And this is the nice part about playing these heroes, is you can start to move around and get
Post
yourself
ult.
down.
Could actually go for a kill on mid. The wave is pushing in. Orca actually looks like he's pushing it instead.
Doesn't have Chilling Touch for another 8 seconds, but the creep wave is going to be pushing under tower now, and a little bit of damage being dealt. Paparazzi, no points in Wex, means that it's going to be tough, although FN tanking the tower. He's going to end up falling instead. First blood drawn by Paparazzi, turns to fight and takes another. Oh, damn! 11 HP showing off.
Oof, that creep wave was in the worst position possible. So close to the tower that you think he's actually going to tank it, so you get baited in. He got baited in by his creep right there.
That was so sick. Oh, man. These creeps sided you on.
What, he was 8 HP?
Yeah. It was low.
Yep, and Invoker's supposed to have a bad start, but then you kill the chicken and then you get a double kill. There goes that. Hello, 7-minute minus.
That should help.
Yeah. And I mean,
He went for a stick. He's for his Viper.
Don't you
what? I don't know. I'm not sure.
He probably just bought item, like he had this item and just wanted to buy cheap items because he thought he was going to die. That's violent reasoning. I mean, it's good later on. Pushing.
Bottom lane there, they're able to find a kill on Injuly, and Resolution just going to salve up afterwards. Knew what he was talking about. Right there. Ghostic in the meantime has been able to get inside with Super and the Sunstrike to try and turn it. iG.V keeping their buddies alive, and Paparazzi on this Invoker, showing why he was well known for it. As bottom lane, they've been able to find Miposhka yet again. So in July, showing up with a little bit of help from the support Weaver. Maybe Nyx Assassin is good if you have a support Weaver.
Rezo.
Spiked. Tail onto 2, dealing damage to Roger. He's in some more trouble. Dogfights making it all happen. 5-1 start. iG.Vitality striking back in a big way, but Dogfights might end up dying for it, so they do trade kills.
That move.
But Venom and the Mana Burn. Paparazzi getting dove yet again in the mid lane. He turns to fight. Ghost Stick is going to push him back, but can Paparazzi get out? Is he going to be able to salve up and live through it? Indeed he is. And instead, when they gank Paparazzi, they do not take into account that tower damage. Living again.
That long-term call.
Radiant's top
Paparazzi's so far
tower
away
is
from
under
the
attack.
And he still doesn't have any points in Wex. And like, it's going to be the Shrine now as well, so he's going to be back up to almost full mana. He's been playing a fabulous Invoker, and this is the scary part. All this Drow Aura coming online and him having a decent beginning.
Radiant's top tower.
How worrying is this for Empire?
Scared of the crap. It's better than what you would expect coming out from that. Viper's getting destroyed. I still do not completely understand why they pick Viper, though. I'm not a Viper player myself. The hero's good at winning the lane, being super tanky, and kind of really Sakata. Nope. Push back. Run away. He's juking them out. Can he actually escape from this, though? Power Tread's trying to keep him alive, and Super here. Can they make the escape? Running, trying to find it, and well, with Dogfight showing up, they might just be able to do it. They're so close. He just wants a little touch and is going to be able to hit him. Finally, you wonder if Drow maybe kept on running, would have lived, but probably not. Probably. That was right before he had 6. Look how close this is.
I'll get it now. How about the rest? But yeah, it's a little frustrating for sure. The big problem we do see here, of course, is that Empire is still getting a lot of farm on their anti-mage. As FN, able to dodge, able to juke. Can't he jive, though? Taking the damage. Roger shows up, though, with Miposhka as well. They're trying to go after Paparazzi. The sentry ward is already down. So finally, that Invoker was brought down to mid lane. Then July also in some trouble. The Viper Strike finally wearing off, but they did get in range for the Battery Assault. So 3 die in the mid lane because Empire brought 4.
That's why Viper's good. Go on him, get corrosive, easy to turn around. I don't know how. So damn
Radiant's top tower is under
That's
attack.
a huge. I wonder if man, I thought he was gonna get like 7-minute minus. I guess he had went for Aquila, so Aquila's a lot. Yeah, I wonder who's gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, is this a normal type of like Drow strat where you want to really try and push the tempo? Because, I mean, they do have, you know, a Weaver in the 4 role that's been getting a decent amount. You don't think so? Still, that they still want to keep it up.
AM though.
Yeah.
I think AM crushes them.
They have a lot of damage, though. Oh my God.
Okay.
Radiant's
They
top
picked up
tower is
something,
under
that's for
attack.
sure.
Radiant
Tranquil's no longer
structures
given
are
armor.
fortified.
Okay, see, Dogfights is going for
Radiant's top tower
towers
is fortified.
starts popping.
Saw there for a while. Roger was sitting mid to see if they could catch Paparazzi as he came back to lane, but isn't going to happen since he ended up heading back towards the jungle instead. And it looks like Roger Miposhka will find Super, but instead Super is going to be pulling, and now he sees these creeps. Empire, Rockmark comes in, connects onto the Weaver, and finally, Dogfights is going to be punished for all that movement.
This is a Weaver. I'd rather kill this Drow Ranger. Next assassin just not really having a good time. Oh wait, they're switching Drow Ranger up there. That should happen. This is where things get. AM, he wants to get as far as he can before the push gets even more problematic than it already is.
The nice part for Empire is they do have this Ancient Apparition available to try and spam out waves once he gets level 6 and throw it at the constantly pushing team from iG.Vitality.
Oh, actually, that tower's up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's going to try and blow past, but then July is here. The Impaled shoot again. Empire able to make the escape, and guess what? I see Vortex, a little bit of extra movement speed. Dogfights is going to be a little bit off the mark with the Swarm, but still two might end up dying. Jukes and dives away from the Sunstrike, and the TP in from Ghost Stick. Gonna have to back out. GV secure the kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Uh-oh.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They're slowing them down so much. That AA just
Dire's
saved
top
that tower,
tower is
and look,
under
AM's
attack.
actually going to get a counter response. Making the plays happen. Ghost Stick actually pushes everybody out. It's going to hook shot to Dogfights. Might end up killing him as well. Dogfights, where are you going? Oh, 12 HP, he's going to live. And now Roger forces them back. There are 4 heroes here for iG.V, and they just can't push this tower. Yep, they could have switched the tower, but they did that AA play though. It drugged them so far away.
And Rubik as well. Like, they can't really wrap around with these heroes super effectively. Dogfights and Super, they're really scared to walk up high ground with good reason. Ghost Stick is starting to run them down now, but up together. Can they kill them off in time? No, they're still going to be able to find a kill coming in and just barely keeping Super alive. It's a trade of the Ghost Stick clock for Dogfights Weaver. And still this tower stands while Resolution is pushing top.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Surprise. Viper was smart. Nice pop.
Able to do it. So 11 minutes in, iG.V with a pretty substantial lead, gold 3,000 because of the towers they've taken. What is the item that Resolution getting into is going to sort of make a difference?
Battlefield and Manta, then you can start fighting. Just Battlefield.
Got in. Found Drow and pushed back the other 2 supports. Well done. Gus doesn't hit on anybody. That doesn't look like Drow. Brought low. Can she get out? No is the answer. So they lose the Drow Ranger. Dogfight's forced to fight back, and now the AA Blast is going to connect on the Super. Well played by Maposhka. Sunstrike finding the kill. Not quite. Knocked out.
That Soul and Swarm 2 really hurt them. Whew. Ghost Stick threaded the needle there. Can't believe he actually found the tower. It's crazy. That tower still the thing. I'd say that Poshko with those plays of it's completely solid this game. It could easily be like a 7,000 network lead, I would say, for iG.Vitality. Just kill the AA down there, take the tower immediately after, and then proceed into rush. It could be in rush right now.
Well, this is a pretty good thing to be doing as well.
Yep.
Nice. Killing him off, and the initiation came from Sakata with the 3 points up in Gust, actually. Much more emphasis on trying to put that silence out on them and make sure that they can't get any counter kills. Still waiting to see where it is that these heroes go next for iG.V. It almost feels as if they're missing out on timing, but I guess the other thing is that Paparazzi has given a ton of space to farm for himself. And is going to have a Force Staff already online. A little bit different.
Clock. It's like Drow Ranger just going for Pike first. It's going to slow down your timing though. Like having to go for a Pike
Dire's
instead
top
of going for a
tower has
Yasha,
been denied.
it slows down your entire team. I would have preferred actually going and then rely on Roche to tank like a Clockwork Coach. Just accept it. I mean, ideally you don't get hit. You have ways to
Deal with it, guys. It really does feel like they don't really care that much about... I mean, I guess that they do care, but they're not a huge emphasis placed on finishing off all the towers or going to the other ones. They're more focused on getting into those items for Paparazzi. Sakata actually ends up getting caught in the jungle, and the be able to push one back, but Resolution is still on the chase. Save Blast coming in. They do manage to drop the heal, but I don't think they got it out in time. Ghost Stick, good amount of damage. Does Sakata heal up enough to live through this? Just barely. Man, that was
Dyer's
close.
bottom tower is under attack.
Pretty close.
So there's that interesting dynamic as well with the False Promise and the
Dyer's
Ancient
top
Apparition
tower
Ice
is
Blast.
under attack.
You can wait a second afterwards, then more often than not, you'll still get the, or you will always get the heal off of False Promise.
Yep, he wasn't able to. But from his heal. Still pretty good move from Empire. They're able to put pressure on before 18-minute Battle Fury. 15-minute Battle Fury, definitely good timing for the
Yeah, man. He's having such a good time. Kata, +5 to all stats, trying to stay tanky. Almost at the pike for him. Empire, the ones making sure that FN has a good time too. They're just always about making sure he's happy. Oh, Ghost Stick, found another one. Gust him away. Gonna heal some more.
Dyer's
He's
bottom
just
tower
like sort of
is
being a
under attack.
pest, constantly jumping in there and hitting them and then running away. Just there to buy time for Rezo. He's doing a good job of it.
Dyer's
Rezo's
bottom
actually
tower
up on the
has
cliff
fallen.
right now. He's getting scouted by in July. Are they actually gonna find this kill? Looking for it. The impale. Oh, it's off the mark. Oh, don't worry, nobody saw. I'm sure.
Not sure if that would. That was a difficult substrate to hit and not hit it.
Resolution, Battle Fury is there for him, so the farming can continue. iG.V, the tier 1 tower bottom, is still standing, and it doesn't feel like there's a concerted effort to make sure it gets taken down. It doesn't really feel like iG.V are sort of more content farming. Do you think this is a mistake? Is this...
It's not really a mistake. They just don't really have good play now that they've watched the TV. FN was just hitting Andy has the 170 health. 175 health and 110. So just literally just sitting right behind Roger is.
Wow, instead it's
I'll take that.
Empire the ones going as 4 towards mid. Viper's a very good 4-man.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dyer's middle tower is
God,
under
got so
attack.
many creeps. Bottom lane is going to be taken by Paparazzi, but in the meantime, all of this damage being dealt. They were able to find a kill, actually, over to the side. They took out Resolution. He ended up getting rooted there by the Ancients, and they're also going to take down the Oracle. Empire do.
In July, bursted him down, and then Oracle was able to. He Purifying Flames from the low ground, and I think he actually didn't need it.
Okay.
He was out of his because
Dogfight's going to get count again. He's just skittering around here. We'll have another Sakuchi to try and make the escape. Dust ends up hitting. Now
Radiant's
Rubik is still on
bottom tower
Sakuchi.
is under
They can
attack.
chase here if they want to. They have the Icy Vortex to slow him down a little bit, but I do think the Dogfights gets out of this one. Rubik has Sakuchi.
best spell to steal. Actually, Impale's pretty good too. Chikuchi, I think, is number 1. And then it's just been left. He is Pike himself. Pike on Pike on Pike on Pike.
We're by the Pike Place Market. They're buying pikes. It's all happening.
Isn't Pike like a type of fish too?
Yeah. Sort of like a
Can you eat it?
Sure.
You can eat.
You can
pikes.
eat anything.
You can eat Pike with a Pike.
Yeah. You can pike it. Pike cat. He's Hurricane Piking the Forge Spirit. I haven't seen that before. But want to make sure that
Haste.
He's Jomu's boss. They need to take Roche out soon. This is a slow Drow lineup that they aren't able to take Roche 18 minutes. But AM's getting there, dude.
Paparazzi down. Coming through. I do believe he is dead. They tornado up. Going to just lift him up in the air before he falls down himself.
He's susceptible. He lost 300 again already.
Is that what they've been
Dyer's
waiting
middle
for this whole
tower is
time?
under
Like,
attack.
otherwise it's just sort of a 3-spell invoker. Does this change things?
Roger.
Oh, well played. The Force Staff's going to keep him alive for the moment. They wanted to get the Scoochie damage out with that catch, but they're still keeping him alive. Roger taking a lot of damage as well. Is not going to end up behind the right clicks. He's able to disjoint them, and now they've caught the Oracle as well. Right, there are a lot of bugs on all these people. Sakata, Shadow Blade, just wanting to not get found, but 3 are already dead. And well, Invoker back up shortly. Camouflage can get out of here. He's taking a ton of damage. Ends up falling to dogfights. And with Invoker coming back, it might be time finally for Empire to retreat. Razi's got him in the sights though. The tornado goes out. Is it long enough range? It would have been, but wasn't right on the mark.
I will say Empire, they're playing this very great. Anti-mage, yeah, he's died a couple of times, but he's
Dire's
had
bottom tower is
incredible
under
amounts
attack.
of time. I guess if you're gonna pick up a stand-in, this is the way to play it.
Yeah, for sure. Man, and you look at it, the resolution's just been able to like get whatever he wants as well this whole game. And I don't really know, like, if you're iG.V, do you just have to ignore him at this point and just try and like go in, find a pick off Secure Roche, or do you try and keep trying to pick off the anti-mage?
He is, I think, too bad now.
They're going to try and sneak Roche, and they have the bug on him. They have the disarm as well coming. And they are going to not get scouted. Looks like this one should be crazy as In July will die. They can space
Immortality.
I think Invoker will probably be up there. I think they're going to deploy him a lot. They weren't able to play this like a Drow strat. They'll push into you on bottom. They have the very big instead of like right clicker. A little bit paired with Drow Ranger sometimes it would be. But with Invoker, you place on quick changes because you have to wait. But on the other side, you have AM who also.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Generally, I would say it's a lot more explosive. Rezo, just about 600, 700 gold away from that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We do also have the Midas that's been picked up for Nyx Assassin, so it is very much just aimed at that late game. Try and find pickoffs where they can with Nyx, Vendetta, and then a Sunstrike from Paparazzi. Maybe a little bit of help from dogfights. Usually Empire all staying up on the high ground. They just find a pickoff onto that Weaver, as he is only 1,700 gold away from Aghanim Scepter.
Radiant are
1,500
scanning.
HP right now on the campaign. They are moving in, and they do now hit on that scan. Roger immediately going to back off, but they have sights on resolution. It's a really hard pickoff, though. Oh, he ended up getting revealed right away. Didn't get the Vendetta damage out. It wouldn't have been enough anyways, but they will still escape. Tornado, it's actually going to clip him. They're able to find him for the moment, but can they follow it up with anything?
Radiant's
No.
bottom tower.
They can't. Not be anything. Now, off to the side. It's going to be a lift back. They actually are able to pull that Drow Ranger down and try to force that away. Might still be enough damage. Super being controlled and taken down by FN, and Sakata trying to get his way out of there, but it's going to be the Aegis expiring, and now FN, Cold Snap, taking a lot of this damage. Resolution can't pop in to help out. So the 5-man from iG.V ends up working out.
Radiant's bottom tower is
How are they
under
able to
attack.
bring in everyone so quickly? Equalize just up.
Radiant's
I don't
bottom
know.
tower
Well,
has fallen.
Super, the right place at the right time, sitting there backing up his Drow Ranger. Yeah, they did pop the Aegis, but here they go with the timing of the push. Manta, Battle Fury. Wow.
Dire's middle tower
Immediate
is
buyback
under
from the
attack.
Viper as soon as they get ready to push high ground. So iG.V content with that for the moment. And Resolution forced to go back to the farming grind. I say forced, he's probably having a great time.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, a
tower
lot of time
is
is
under
able to
attack.
Does any teammates ever smile? I don't think so.
He usually has his mouth covered.
Let's talk shit about Magic.
I know.
doesn't even. He's just there. He's like the ultimate type of asshole. He doesn't even take any pleasure from it. He's just there to make other people miserable.
Yeah. It's like Naga Siren. You like playing Naga Siren, though.
I do like, but yeah, that makes me happy. I'm the other kind of asshole. The one that takes pleasure from that.
July. Gonna be caught. Oh, Vendetta stolen by Rubik now, trying to get out, and he is gonna get a Spike Carapace, stun onto 2, but nothing really doing. The rest of iG.V should back out. Spot Roger, okay. Well, that's not good. He's dead. Vendetta gone.
Dial in.
Core for support. Actually,
This is the real core. You're seeing that other game where Yapsor was playing on it and just went completely insane with his farm levels as well. I'd say that he's doing a pretty good job on Team Empire with Rubik.
oh, there's a scepter.
They got it done? Oh man, 16-second cooldown.
Now Oracle breathe a sigh of relief. It's off his shoulders. Now that someone else what's actually going to happen is both of them are going to cast a spell at the same time.
Yeah, that's always a possibility. Requires a good amount of teamwork. I don't know if I've seen iG.V play the Weaver in the support role all that often, but it's worked out really well for them, I would say. They're 7,000 net worth up, and now they're making this big smoke gank movement, and it looks like they will run into FN on the Viper.
Oh,
Doesn't even have Hurricane Pike up. This is a super dead hero. That comes out, rank clicks there, save the kill for the Sunstrike. Not
There are
really.
some
It's gotta
things
be.
you ain't meant to see, such as tomorrow.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
but that's a. Oh wait, yeah, he doesn't have buyback.
Radiant's middle tower
40
has
seconds, and the best thing they could do right now is just cogs to try and keep him back, but I don't really know if that's super possible. Rubik did steal Fort Square, which is quite
Radiant
good.
structures are fortified.
Tornado trying to find somebody, connect. Is Resolution gonna get a courier
Dire's
kill?
courier has been killed. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Slow Siege is going to continue. Lacquery, Drow Ranger. The Ice Blast comes through, but the time lapse away and the follow-up. They're going to both get caught in the cogs, though. What's the follow-up here to be able to deal any amount of damage? They're starting to bring down the Clockwork, trying to kill him off. Paparazzi's there, a big mana void, enough to take down the Nyx, but nothing more. And Weaver also will have time lapse back up now if they want to use it to try and keep Sakata alive. Dogfights need to catch up. It's a little bit too late, and now he's also dusted. They have eyes on him. Can they catch up, though? There's the lift, there's the right clicks. Soon to be dog fights. Out of the fight because time lapse is a balance spell.
Oh god, what's going to happen happened. Oh no.
I wanted to have some faith, but yeah, it happened. So Resolution now has built into a Manta style, has the butterfly completed. But it hasn't felt like, you know, he obviously hasn't been in the fights. Does he start to join them now, or does he want to wait for, like, Abyssal?
No, he can join them now. This D3's hasn't fallen yet, so he doesn't have to trade split pushes. Still defend, especially now they still have shrines out. I think they just need more items on the Viper right now. He probably needs more armor. He did go for a halberd. Evade is nice, but I also think he needs a mix of armor. And HP. Adrian has 8. He went for 15 strength on 5th. I think that's the right call here. He's just there to tank so that AM does far more damage than he does. Right? Mage has 330 blast hits. Hitting him quite
I'll
good.
take that.
Yeah, and there's a couple nice things here, like Silver Edge for Drow and going back for the MKB next. But it does feel like they're going to need to obviously win a team fight in a pretty convincing fashion before they're able to take high ground. So it's constantly push out the waves.
It sucks for him because Silver Edge was good when he was thinking about getting it, and now it's not. Because Viper, he died, fought back, and then he died again in a few minutes. So now, like, main target of, you want to deal with the anti-man, but Silver Edge isn't actually that great for anti-man. Magic the
Paparazzi TPs into everybody, and actually is just going to be able to walk out. They're able to dodge away from a couple of those spells. The stuns come out. Clockwork lifts it up in the air. Trying to bring down Angel. Can't take him out if he wants to. The Mana Void comes from Ghostic, pushes back through with the Cogs as well. Steals the Meteor, throws it back at him. Able to force-staff away both of these cores, still staying alive for the moment. Paparazzi, is he going to be able to make an escape? He does have Cold Snap as well. He's going to use it on the Rezo. Force it back again. The next assassin is well. Also now,
I think they changed this, that you can't actually carapace the corrosive. It looked like he tried to do that. I don't know when they changed it.
Yeah. So, final tally is a 1-for-1 exchange between the two offlaners, but
Dire's
a
top
little
tower
bit
is under
worried
attack.
that Invoker can just run into everybody and not have to worry about getting brought down. Paparazzi playing it quite well with that Linken's.
Damage has no reflect.
I don't know.
Okay.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So what? I don't know when they changed that, but it used to be like Morphling was sometimes Pick versus Viper. You would replicate the Viper, and they would just cross the stage each other.
Right.
That was super.
Barely off the mark, not spotted. FN is there. They spot him now, and there's the lift up. They break the Lincoln. Silence is out onto the Rubik already. So the tail came out and connected onto two. Paparazzi very slowed, but they Clockwork, and the Ice Blast is not going to hit there either. Paparazzi almost dying and is going to be saved in the last second. The disarm connects onto 3 as well. Dogfights in the area will have time lapse on cooldown in 2 seconds if things get a little bit too testy. They're able to force him back yet again. Disarmed and everything else to all hell. And Solution's not liking that Sunstrike. Not bad.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're doing it. Paparazzi's doing it extremely good.
Well, they have all these different abilities to try and mess with anti-mage's right clicks coming through. They are going to spot the Roche now, and they want to get there. Paparazzi is TPing in, but I don't know if it's quite in time. The tornado comes out. It doesn't connect on the resolution, and he is going to be able to do it. They catch Ice Blast onto 2 as well, and now Clockwork trying to chase is not going to be able to kill off Paparazzi, but the Roche is already down, and Resolution has the Aegis.
Super. Drow Ranger is falling further and further behind. Like, she might have to consider like buying a BKB suit, but she really wants her MKB because she needs to deal with the 3 sources of evasion: the Butterfly, the Halberd, and Solar Crest. She's not going to do any damage. She goes for BKB. If she gets MKB, she might die. Rock on. Sticky situation for Drow. I'm sure she's about how the game panned out, but that would go
And now a Basher done on Anti-Mage. It's going to become even more difficult.
Dire's top tower is
I
under
guess
attack.
Glass Cannon and relying upon your supports is the other way that you can play this for iG.V. It looks like Nyx Assassin is going to be going for a Force Staff for himself next. They have a lot of ways to keep him alive. All of these heroes. False Promise, Time Lapse, Fate's Edict to be able to disarm the Anti-Mage. They've got a decent amount of stuns that have been hit from July.
Actually, they use Fate's Edict Vibrance.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have any way to break it right now.
Yeah.
That's a long duration disarm right now. 4.5 second disarm, 7 second cooldown, use cast twice on him. And I guess he's immune to magic damage too, so you won't get corrosive too. That's actually pretty nice in a fight, as long as you don't like it.
I'll take that.
Might be something to consider.
This was a pub match though, of course your Lina would probably do the
Dire's
laid in.
middle tower is under
You know.
attack.
That's always good.
Dire's
Pro
middle
match you
tower
can
has
B-ball,
fallen.
blast him.
Pro match you can expect the rest of your team to know what they're supposed to do around that spell. It is a really complicated way to play and
Radiant's
play
top
around.
tower is under
It's like
attack.
an IO. Point in time. Yeah, they're starting to Fate's Edict FN.
Yeah, he definitely the target. I don't even think you Fate's Edict anything else. Maybe, I guess, a target against AA blasted, but you can just ulti that all the time.
Paparazzi to get lifted. Force staff? No. Roger make it happen. And instead, they've been able to catch onto the Drow. Excuse me, the Oracle. He does fall. That would have been big if it was the Drow, but it was not. So break there connects onto Anti-Mage. Almost level 25.
Dogfights was not quick with the... I didn't see his position. He was probably...
Now they have the Drow. Time lapse him quickly. Where'd it go? It doesn't come out in time, and instead, Drow is just going to drop. Now Clockwork taking a lot of damage. They do a buyback on Drow, but you don't want to have to use it. Well, it turns out that they're going to have to. Tornado connects onto nothing except for AM Illusions. That one hurt.
Dogfight didn't get 2 time lapses off in a row. I think he time lapsed himself there.
Not again. All right, well, they time-lapse that one, and then a couple of quick force stabs. They keep him back in and kill him off they will. All right, a nice start to this. Can they make it happen a second time now? They're going to have the Gust. It does get the silence in the midst of it, but did see Anti-Mage able to blink out, keep himself alive. Tornado will not hit yet again.
Weather the storm. Both T3s. Bad shape.
Did cost the Drow Ranger buyback, of course, which is not what you would want to have happen. It was already a very frustrating set of circumstances.
Oh,
FN. Wait, is he going to end up getting caught? July's there. Dogfights as well. Stun comes through. They connect. Sunstrike as well. Ice Blast is out. They stun up that guy, but immediately able to back out again. And now Ghostic, he's caught in July. Dogfights need to get out of there. He's just going to get torn asunder. And actually, Rubik now stole time-lapse for himself. But 2 dead yet again. And this is the thing you were talking about. Anti-Mage getting out of control and just no answer for it.
Yep. Resolution. Oh, Drow not getting the Aegis is, I think, just super detrimental. You need multiple Aegis in Drow Ranger, so you can, like, if she had Aegis up in that fight, and the T3, they wouldn't even been pushing at that point. And now you kind of have to play for the opposite type of game. You say, yeah, we're just waiting for him to get to and have to, like, you still get one more item, and after that's one shot, but everything after that's marginal. That's the other way to do it. That's like to be able to end it or at least take it.
Stick. Decision on Paparazzi. Not wanting to push his luck, they will take down that tier 3. No, not quite. Take down the tier 3 tower, and they'll be able to hold on to it, iG.V. So at the very least, things sort of holding on for the moment. It's not the greatest in the world. It feels like iG.V just need to win a fight, sort of. What's their avenue for doing that? What's the most important
thing?
thing?
We just saw one, which was him attacking a carapace thing. But I think that's going to change real fast. It's pretty much just kiting the AM during the entirety of his BKB. It's very tough. That's A, point. B, he has BKB, and 3, he has C.
Somebody else who's in some trouble there. They got the breakout, and a DD was in on Drow as well, but Viper's still living through it. Resolution gets the stun. That is going to be Dogfights falling. Both to get the false promise at the last second. 16 HP still might end up falling regardless. And Paparazzi gets a double kill on the north side of the fight, so they are able to kite him away from the moment. The potion that's starting to drop low. He is going to just get destroyed. It's a triple kill for Paparazzi. So while they were all chasing around the Drow and the Weaver, Paparazzi went to work.
Viper just got hexed at the beginning of the fight. I did not realize that he just picked up a hex. So Rezo actually has to be very, very scared. And falling off heavily. Like, Drow's still useful because she busts up the speed. He didn't go for it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The first T3 shall finally fall. They're doing it.
Radiant's
Now the
middle
Lincoln
tower
prevents
has
the,
fallen.
that's the blink of pistol. Mass panic spells that get thrown.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Finally let it onto the split end. They really gain is going to be the Spike Carapace on the Rubik.
Big pretty good spell to have.
Yeah.
Universe and Invoker, who doesn't have BKB. get hit by any of the angles. Now we already used
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
I think it's better
Radiant's
than
top
this
shrine has fallen.
Okay, and he broke on both sides, actually.
Yeah, you said that the next timing is going to be when it is that anti-mage starts to fall off. I mean, is it sort of like a point where the cores and supports on the Dire get enough items to further kite him, or is it more about like...
Well, he's the main damage dealer on the Viper side. Viper went for all HP items. He's the tank. He doesn't do any damage. Clockwork, he's just there for control so that AM can do damage and so that they stop their damage coming out from Paparazzi and the other heroes. And he needs a way to deal with the Scythe right now. BKB's not a good solution to Scythe because you can get Scythe. Heroes so that he can pop his BKB out of Scythe. There's these two events that need to happen, but Resolution's the only one that has a lot of farm. On iG.Vitality, you have Nick Sesson who's had a Midas for a very long time. Pretty low on net worth, but 10, 20 minutes on down the road, he's going to have Scepter and items that is incredibly difficult. Yeah, Invoker is almost inside too.
And we also saw Invoker go for that AoE Deafening Blast, which has been really important. Like, all of these heroes are mainly right clickers, which obviously gets disabled when you end up having that AoE Deafening Blast. And actually, Paparazzi, look at this guy back behind enemy line, visualizing to be able to find the stun. The Hex comes out immediately. Actually, Force Tap closer to Paparazzi. Can they get out of there? The BKBs will pop though, and now they've got him. The time lapse, they keep him alive. False Promises there as well, but they are still going to be able to control out Sakata, and no other regenning spells or survivability defensive spells are there to keep him alive. And Paparazzi controls going to be killed off. Suddenly, it all falls apart for iG.
I'm a little surprised. He has
Dire's top tower
I don't
has
know
fallen.
who's really doing damage. Invoker, Sunstrike, really. He has so much magic. He's not really in evasion. Wise. Nyx doesn't do it. Weaver doesn't do it. Oracle doesn't do it. Which is pretty much just Drow Ranger, but Drow is not that farm to the point where it's explode. And that Force Staff that came out, I believe, from Clockwork, maybe from Roger too. Save the turn next.
That should help.
I didn't see if the Drow got the Silver Edge proc on him too, because maybe if like
maybe they missed that.
that feels like it might be one of those avenues to.
He was at like half.
And he had an ulti. Yeah, it's pretty absurd. It just looks like Super will live there. Gets the Fate's Edict on himself. Back out yet again. Resolution. They catch Paparazzi right now. This would be such a tremendous moment, and I'm not going to go for it, but he's just going to send his illusion forward. A little bit of chip damage. Back one out afterwards. Roche is the call.
Supply pack. Who do they give it to? Give both FN?
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Alright. Just for Rezo. Still the most important hero in the game.
Flip it. Butterfly around.
Oh yeah, he took the attack speed talent. I've been seeing a lot more of the blink cooldown that
Apparently Miracle does.
it's funny the way that goes.
The blink cooldown's nice.
Yeah. Just popping around everywhere. It makes it super easy to play the hero. Maybe that's why it says like you can have a if you're more judicious about your blinks and you're not just blinking at random, probably is better. Another big item pickup now. Rubik has the Agnum Scepter. I think that this almost instantly changes it to a much better pickup to take time lapse.
Tis mine.
That's the best spell to take now. Would you agree?
Would agree.
Again, just to keep in everybody's mind what this match means, if iG.V are able to win this, they would go up with a ostensibly 2-game advantage over Empire and put them on the path towards being able to make an upper bracket run. Likewise, otherwise, Empire, if they want to keep their hopes alive of that, they would tie it up with iG if they could win this game. A lot on the line for both of these teams. They would love to be able to not have to drop down to that lower bracket.
iG.V gonna sit in their base until Invoker buyback cools down. Well,
Yes.
Empire gonna give them a chance. Time to press on the hold. But
Still,
actually, they don't have to.
it's tough. 4.5 minutes left, and they've been able to keep the lanes pushed into iG.V's base pretty much the whole time.
Oh, Reza's DD.
Dire's bottom tower
All right, time to party. 500 damage a pop. Paparazzi almost showing there. He's just going to walk forward, take the tower. He does get Fate's Edict. So he get disarmed for a moment.
Oh, goodness.
They got the tower, though. They're just going to do that again.
Good.
And in July stun. So hard to make it happen. They actually found the right one, but Ghostic with the counterplay. He's caught Dogfight for the moment. Does have time lapse. There's illusion to it's too much. And again, they use both of their defensive spells on Dogfights. They steal Sakuchi, not time lapse that time. It looks like the rest of Empire will get out. Dogfight's just barely living there.
Yeah, if they time lapse, they can actually just wait and attack the tower and then just time lapse. It's kind of like that. That regard.
Although it's just Sakuchi for now, so really good by Dogfights to not give them that. Missile on to Nyx. Time lapse and then bounces back. The Spike Carapace turnaround. Well played. The Force Staff pushing away, keeping that Rubik up in the air. The catch is also coming out. He's able to jump away. Sakuchi saving the life of a Rubik right there.
Dire's top
I
shrine
don't have that
is
much
under attack.
left with the Aegis.
1.5 minutes with the Aegis.
Dire's top
With
shrine
no
has
buyback.
fallen.
3 minutes. So I still think they can do significant structural damage, and if not, at least try.
Paparazzi this game, and iG.V in particular, have shown just really great tenacity. You know, not sort of overextending ever, or being very patient with their timings to make sure that they don't take a bad fight. But Paparazzi right now does not have buyback, and very scary for them to get caught. For Empire,
Dire's bottom shrine
where are we
is under
looking now
attack.
for them? Is it like, do they need to wait for the next round of Aegis since this one's expiring in 45 seconds?
I think they can.
Dire's bottom shrine has
I
fallen.
think they have a really hard time killing AM twice. Dogfight is up on top.
There, Sunstrike off the mark, Cold Snap as well. Resolution going to Manta, back out. Yeah. So you just get in July level 20, so he has plus 120 GPM coming through. Did not take the agility.
He's going for F?
Later on. Yeah, that agility is kind of cool. Like, I guess they're thinking this game's gonna last a while longer.
So, stunned the anti-mage. Didn't have his BKB on for a very long time. Good prep. Backpack.
I mean, this is the point too, like 4,200 gold on him. You can maybe start to pool a little bit of that into FN, give him a moon shard or something else. He has a halberd, so other ways to deal with Sakata right-clicking all of them.
Yeah, what's the play now? Anti-mage is like 8 flooded.
I think it's giving Clockwork moon shards time.
Viper, right first?
Maybe. I like the animation of Clockwork's right click. Smooth, shovel it.
They miss this is where the game starts to get really cool. Because anti-mage is not getting any stronger, so him farming is not particularly useful for their team.
By the end of the game, here's the real question. Is Resolution going to have double the net worth of the next highest? He's at 41,000 right
I
now.
think he's gonna give a moonshot to someone.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
He asked 4,000 circles right now. I guess they can go with like an ideal double rune, maybe like what Arcane linked up there, BKB, and right click the tower, just back off. Right. I think that's so BKB's
Hex up on the top lane. They found themselves an Ancient Apparition who got caught a little bit slipping. Rubik going to back out again. Resolution is still here. Has the Abyssal Blade ready to jump if he wants to. Has been able to find onto one, but there's the Impale. It connects as well. The lift is there for Paparazzi. Gets four-stepped away. Tornado lift up. Ghostic still chasing. There's another Hex that comes out. They're able to keep pockets back before the Cogs come out. Now he's out of mana, getting ran down. He's going to jump away, though. It looks like the answer is no. Their kill going. 2 down for Empire. iG.V striking back.
Yeah, it's gotten long enough to the point where AM actually needs other team. There's this window like 25 to 40-ish, 40-50-ish, where AM can just completely win the game himself. Now at this point, now that iG.Vitality has so many items, and like
I'll
even
take that.
Drow, if Drow's 6-slotted, she spreads a lot of damage out to the Weaver. Even Weaver, who was the 4, can now become like a 2.5, I would say. So your damage and everything is way more spread out. It's like, a point where heroes like Rubik and all the others
Radiant's bottom
die
shrine is under attack.
really quickly. And last line will
Radiant's
down.
bottom shrine has
Base
fallen.
resolution still farming. Okay, he bought something.
Look at Drow Ranger also. The damage 700, almost 800 damage with the DD in that last game. What did he buy? He bought a gem.
He bought a moon shard for Viper.
Okay. I saw one pick up.
Which is what it is.
Well, a Lotus Orb is there for Ancient Apparition, so now they're starting to get into these other items to deal with the Sheep Stick that's been such a big problem coming from the Invoker. And he is going for a Refresh Orb, so simultaneously double Sheep and all the other spells that he has at his disposal. I'm gonna have to make sure that my camera work is on point. There's gonna be some craziness going on
It's
here.
gonna look like the apocalypse.
Just like hellfire raining down from the ceiling and
Fire, ice, sun.
oh, in July, there's the opening. Do they try and go for more though? Paparazzi is still there, slowed because of the Ghost Walk. They force tap him forward. Hex is there as well with a hook shot. The counterplay is there from Ghostic. All right, they keep him back yet again. Tornado lifts up 1 to 2. The silence a little bit off the mark. A good ice path from far away, connected on all 4 of those heroes from iG.V, and they have to back out.
Painful ice blast. Now AM also has mana issues. He got EMP'd and he couldn't actually do anything else in the fight. Roche is up. Clockwork Flare has scouted out. Anti-Mage busy striding up in base trying to replenish his mana, but it looks like he's going to be able to become for Roche. Paparazzi still pushing out all the ways. Fire. They had to respond. They want the support system. Right now you just want, like, you don't, if you see the AM out alone, that's great, but he's unlikely going to be able to, so you want to kill any of these other heroes that are stuck in these lanes. Should be pretty good at that.
Well, and that's the big trump card that we've seen so far, as like the ability of iG.V to find those pickoffs, and now they're moving all of them down to the bottom. It's just going to pass by FN here. The gem, where it's at right now. Resolution going forward. Chase.
They're wrapping around from behind with even Vendetta.
They're looking, they want it. A lot of damage could come out quickly, but Ghostic caught 2, and the Ice Blast was good. They're able to take down another. No, but the time lapse keeping them alive for the moment. They've already lost that Oracle. They're able to jump forward Ghostic with another amazing hook shot. The Abyssal almost came out and caught Paparazzi, but he does Ghost Walk away and make his escape. But they lost 2 still for iG.V.
Are
got Weaver.
fortified.
Oh, man. Able to get it, but is he going to get caught? Looks like the answer is yes. Time lapse, probably not going to help you a ton here. He is going to be killed off. Oh, and that's a stolen time lapse as well for Roger.
Stolen time last, big deal. So you try
Radiant's
going with it.
bottom tower has fallen.
Is there any way for them to stop it? I mean, I guess you could disable the Rubik during. He's going to have it for a long time, too.
And he has Gem also.
Yep. want to deal with it for 5 minutes? Oh my. That could be game changing. It's like Rage Siege or the X pullback siege resolution. Passes eyes on Roshan.
Yeah, that's one of those moments where, of course, if you're the Weaver, you want to be able to escape and get out, but the chance that it actually happens is so low. And then Rubik being there as well. Now they have Lotus Orbs. Now they have Time Lapse. They've been able to hit all of their spells really effectively. I feel like Ghosting has had such a big influence, more so than we've seen on most Clockworks played in the offlane position this tournament.
They're getting in there. Okay, level 25 out from very mid. Viper the anti-mage at the time of though. Wow, he went 75 attack range. 20 armor. Pretty good. Viper. 43.
Yeah.
25. Surely helps when you're pushing out lanes. Precision armor.
Well, they are going to be pushing down bottom here with a lot of illusions. The racks are open, and Ninja Lai has an Aghanim Scepter. So even though they have, you know, they have the Aegis and Time Lapse and all this other stuff, they still can't feel confident pushing out because of all the split push that's coming from the Invoker and the Drow. Ben, I feel bad asking this because I have no idea what the heck's going on as far as the sort of winning this game, but do you think either team is like feeling comfortable at all or more confident? Do you think that there's a team that's really ahead at this point? Net worth doesn't really matter in this stage, right?
Net worth is not. Well, it matters on the support, but the net worth different. Doesn't matter. It's pretty much how far your supports are relative to other supports. Normally, people look at the top of the net worth chart. I actually think it's most important to look at the bottom.
Okay.
So you have like AA who has a Lotus, or very important item for him to have versus the Mass X's. Oracle and A both have that GPM talent, so they will start. Clockwork didn't go for minus, probably super regret. In a game to plus. And then you have the Nyx Assassin, who was doing pretty poorly, but he's been able to get down to 7. Like, AM doesn't have BKB in his inventory, and Carapace will destroy, as well as the lower cooldown Impale 7. Incredibly good.
Dyer's top
Resolution.
tower
Look at that time lapse.
God, it's so good. Yeah, that is huge. I mean, Lotus Orbs come out, the time lapse is there. It's a good stun. It's a lot of damage. It's only a 14-second cooldown, and he ends up getting blown up. They didn't have it in time. Oh man, oh me, oh my. Resolution. Hex, what a guy. He is maybe going to drop it to get the BKB off. Trying to run away, dogfights, gets the jump out of there, and now taking out all that mana in July, even though he was underground, still gets found. And they have to buy back. FN still inside the base, going to get the 4-step to the low ground, but they ended up losing that range Rex.
These time lapses have been incredible. There's just so much damage right now that people just die. 1 second, maybe. React.
And MKB is going to be up for Viper as well. Yes, he hasn't been hitting as hard as possible, but with that item, you might start to be dealing a bit more of that damage. I don't know, it feels like this high ground is really hard to push. How much longer is Time Lapse around? It's actually not around that much longer. So they might be able to get the melee barracks out with it, and we'll just have to keep our eye on it. Tornado lift up. Scary. That Hex does come out. He gets time lapse. He's forced to blink away, but they got what they came for.
It might be at that point, Weaver, you just don't even cast. Well, you have to cast it. You just that should be your priority. Like, don't even cast Swarm if you're even worried about getting your time lapse. That was, I would say that is not. That's not. Doesn't even go close to as cleanly as it would have if he. Probably said pretty emphatically, don't give him time lapse.
You got to take a look now. We're 58 minutes into this game. Level 25s are starting to get more online. 20% cooldown reduction for the Rubik. Anything else that's really, I guess we're a little ways away still from the Nyx Assassin one. Spike Carapace damage might be good. The 40 movement speed is also nuts. Not sure what he'd go for.
Mana. I guess he has 3,000 mana. Oh my god, that would be so sick. like a 3,000 damage mana void back onto anti-mid with a double carapace. Oh my god, that would be the craziest way for this game to end.
Well, and so, alright, it's plus 200%, so that means it's three
Oh,
times
it's
the
plus
damage,
200%.
right?
Okay, yeah, so 9,000 damage, and then he has 62% magic resistance, so it'd be 3,000 damage. That's like almost all his HP, but that's so incredibly unlikely, but still possible.
Alright, let's see it. We're all about the craziness here. Only one laying the barracks down. There's a tier 3 down as well, and Invoker has picked up the refresher. So time to see if Paparazzi's been practicing his combos.
God, AM might hit 1,000 GPM. It's crazy.
I know. 959. Alright, will he save our predictions? What happened? Ghostic also has an Aghanim Scepter. Anything else that you're seeing item-wise that really sticks out is important? Scotty AM's a little different.
Oh my god, that's a big ice blast.
Yeah, Knight's a lot of them super neat. Of course, this is Aghanim Scepter, so he isn't actually... Oh, wait, no, it's not. Excuse me. Poshka doesn't have that yet. 50,000 net worth right now. Like we talked about. The slow siege coming from Empire. And that's giving away, you know, gems and moon shards and everything else. Solution.
This that was the last time Rax.
Also have the Ancient Apparition getting the plus 8% slow and resistance increases. And taking some damage. 4-step back again. A lot of little cardies here. Gotta take those down, but beware. Solution ready to jump and Lotus on it.
I think Drow Ranger has been pressing her some precision armor, which is very important. They need to get these shut down. Okay, AM, you have too many items, buddy.
Yeah, he's got his boots backpacked. Full backpack on his way to school.
He has his beach house. He has his like beach house next to his beach house. He has mountain house, ski resort house, his island house, his island. Man, could ever wish for a blind man that cares not. He's blind.
I think so. Or he's just a cool guy. What it is. I'm not going to try to make an analogy right now because honestly, I feel like this game could blow up in a second, and it might just be that second. They found themselves a couple of openings. The pushback, Deafening Blast is there from Resolution. Pop the BKB found in July. Is he going to get brought down? Is he going to get clipped? He does have Spike Carapace back up soon. A second Deafening Blast. Now stealing it. That still is going to be the death of the Rubik, who stole the Deafening Blast. Gem on the ground. Over to the south, though. FN hitting the barracks. Able to take the range. Is he going to be able to get out of there in time? The BKB wearing off. It's not before he gets his TP completed. So one range barracks down. The cost of the Clockwork's life.
Glyphius too. Very important. Rubik doesn't get a great spell. They did get that time lapse off onto the next. Super important. He's gonna be your main disabler versus the AT because you can't Lotus Orb off his stuns. So they're relying on Lotuses to get him out of the hex. So they need outside stuns. Cold Snap. I guess you can use the but that's not gonna stop Paparazzi, where are you going?
Scary time. Right now, the only one without buyback on the Dire team is Nyx Assassin. He will have it back up in a minute and a half. It does look like right now iG.V feeling comfortable, maybe moving out a little bit further than they have been in the past.
They did reclaim the gem, so seeing if they can get any of these roots down. Two of them up on the high ground. Scout out yet. Roshan not yet up. Now, Empire still 5 strong. All they lost was just a little bit of net worth of thought.
Resolution is there. They spot him. It's so hard. He's going to walk up the hill, though. They get the stun. They get the sheep. They're pushing him forward. They're taking him down. Can they kill him off? No, yes. They got him down at least once. An ice path going to come through. Ghostic has caught him, but the Deafening Blast pushback in July in trouble, but not dead as of yet. Can they get here in time to time lapse and keep alive? They will. So they found themselves a couple. They've already bought back on Resolution.
What a trap. Woo. I didn't expect them to be out that far. Rezo didn't expect them to be out that far. You didn't expect them to be out that far. That was crazy good. Just phenomenal positioning by them. Looking at the exact one place the anti-nation was going to be. Just outside the range of this team. I don't actually know. They might have actually four-stepped him away from this team.
I think that they did, yeah.
It was either that or Empire four-stepped him because that's what they've been doing as soon as he gets text. But ideally, you Lotus him, right? So maybe it's like clockwork. Four-step instead. But those whoever four-step call it got an MKB bomb in that last game.
Yeah. Scary stuff. And further scary because it is going to be no buyback for 7 minutes right now, this anti-mage. In July, scouting things out in this area. They have a gem. That Ghostic does have one. He's found an open. They push back onto 2. This is controlling Paparazzi. He gets time lapse back though and pulled away. And now they've got caught onto anti-mage. He gets his BKB off. Still in a little bit of trouble. Now stolen is going to be that Deafening Blast. It's an AoE ready to throw it if they want it. But the catch up, the lift onto FN. They take him down in time. In July, gets the Hex there again. They steal Spike Carapace, push back on Paparazzi. They won't be able to find it.
Paparazzi like spun in the last second. Way out. Oh. Drow Ranger still pushing out lane. Passively, I suppose. Lane's need a little bit of work, but Roshan is up right now. They don't want to give this man AM. Yeah, he has 8 items. But don't make it 9. One of them being the Aegis. He doesn't have buyback. That's the most crucial thing in this game of everything. Everything. It's all about the AM buyback.
If they can find a way to steal that Roshan, it gives them such a great opening where they can play really aggressive.
I don't actually think they need it. They just need to prevent anti-raid.
Okay.
Like they need a very specific sequence of without like mass lotuses and defensive force stabs coming out in order to be Hex. He has to be right click. Clockwork can't hook shot in. The list goes on and on. Clockwork hook shots in onto dogfights.
Does have the heal. False Promise keeping him alive for the moment, but he might take too much damage. Disarmed 3. Can they find any more on the back of this? Weaver still taking a lot of damage. Has time lapse himself, but is just going to be brought down. Does he need to buy back for this one? Kind of depends on what else happens. Anti-Mage buys an Aghanim Scepter in the middle of all of this. Is he going to end up leaving? The BKB is popped. He's taking a ton of damage. They are going to be able to kill off another, and now Ghost, or rather Cold Snap, is used onto Paparazzi. He's trying to get out of here, but still in trouble. Trying to run. The hook shot connects. They caught Paparazzi as well. That's 3 dead. They all have buyback. But Empire, the path to Roche is open if they want to go for it.
Did he reflect a Hex or something like that? I'm not sure what he reflected.
I don't know, but it was there in the last second. Resolution brought it out to him.
It's like Empire gonna have the lead now with this Aegis. Surely IG cannot contest this. Now Viper is that long to the game. Few minutes, and now I think iG.Vitality has to play defensively.
He's mine.
Buybacks.
All right, how the tables have turned, really. 67 minutes in, and we're looking at this situation now where you have buyback off cooldown informants, but more importantly, the Aegis there for Rezo, and then you said those 3 heroes that don't have it for iG.V. Can they hold? Like, is this something where you can't just try and bum rush that last set of barracks for Empire?
They've held for like the last 30 minutes. Okay, I think it's super easy with Nick. Oh, it's not super easy. It's not easy with Nick. I think the more important part about the last 5 minutes that's happened is that Empire found a way to go in on dogfights. Dogfights, you blow a false promise, and then all you really have left is time lapse. You want to be able to stagger your cooldowns. One time lapse on someone, one false promise on someone, then you time lapse again after coming back up. Four steps on someone. You want to be able to save multiple people, but this way they have a hard time saving people.
Dogfights playing it fast and loose. Resolution taking the other one. They're forced to use a glyph, but they've already lost a range barracks on the middle lane. Can they take more? FN taking a lot of damage. Is going to be able to disjoin a couple of those last attacks coming through from Sakata, and still the illusions are hitting in the bottom lane. Paparazzi looking for an opening on the stage, just can't find it. And they still have to deal with these creeps that are coming through the top. It is so hard to deal with this methodical push coming in from Team Empire.
Oh, Drow actually went for Satanic. Satanic versus AA? What? I think Scepter is really good here. It's, I mean, if you're going to be versus Megas, I guess you need both. But Satanic usually not that. I think he really does need damage. He needs as much damage as possible. He's sitting at 570, which is still pretty good. But we're talking about like 70.
Maybe the time for them to finally go for that full all-out push. But gotta play it safe.
Yeah, clipped out. So momentary lapse.
Stunned. They've got him caught. They've got him killed. Aegis down. Can they find any more? Dogfight's thought about chasing Roger. The better of it because FN is off to the side here. In July, still trying to do whatever he can, but they don't actually have any ability to control this Viper. But now with the BKB down, they potentially could. Glimmer Cape keeps them back, but they do have all of the Megas coming out now. iG.V going to have to hold against even more. And they're even having trouble dealing even more with these illusions.
Well, at least they don't have to worry about the Rex anymore. It's actually kind of nice because they were split up there. They sacrificed the Aegis for the right side, drew all the attention over there. FN just right-clicked down the mid, and then Rezo got it as they went back mid. So now they can actually concentrate their defenses into one centralized point, and they have the region on the towers. So this Mega Creeps by no means spells the end of the game because iG.Vitality, they have weathered the storm until the buybacks are up. Again, actually not Invoker. Some of their buybacks are going to be up, and what are Empire going to do? Really wait for another Aegis and cheese? Like, they're not going to be easily distracted because everything's right there. You can't, like, all your screen's only going to be on those T4s. Just funneling them. But at the same time, split push out the side lanes, cliff, pistol, so now you need even more items. 70 minutes and but you need Vlads. Pretty standard. You probably need a Maelstrom, I would say, on anyone. I don't probably Drow Ranger, I would say, needs to transition to like an Axe Mjolnir build to deal with the Megas. I don't have any too much with the other guys. I don't even know if they have time to think about what I would say.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure is coming fast and loose. And we have in July on level 25, so that spike carapace damage could be huge. We talked about that.
Well, you don't need to egg.
Well, they know what they need to defend and burrowed by it. Playing that lurker to absolute perfection.
Okay. Just running in trap right now.
Hook shot connects. They found one at the very least. Trying to push him back. Invoker. Is he going to be able to get out of there? He does manage to play his way out. But FN now trying to chase, trying to kill off Super. It's not going to happen for the moment. They get the lift up onto Injuly. FN maybe a bit too far forward, but the 4 steps keeping him alive again. Tornado lifts up. And teammate there to do enough damage, and they have disarm. They're starting to take him down. Ghostic goes back in again, able to catch onto Dogfights. Another pushback. Definitely Blast came, and they're trying to kill off this Viper. Does look like indeed it's going to be able to happen, and the tier 4s not taking any damage as they kill off that big bad Viper. Now Ghostic, and he ran out, is going to be able to hook shot away. But that was a great hold by iG.V.
Great time lapse. Empire almost sprung the trap. They were so close to actually killing the illusion. Dude, Dogfights has to be sweating so much right now. It's so crazy. I think like he blinked, 4-stepped, and then lifted him up, and then anti-mage bursted him down. Tried to burst him down with the Abyssal. That was close, so close to being game over. That was 3 minutes on Invoker's buyback. They had a pretty good window there, but looks like this game is still going to go on a while longer as Vitality try to prepare for the onslaught of Mega.
Now you kind of have this other avenue for finding pickoffs in the game. If you have these 4 heroes that can push out the lanes themselves, Nyx Assassin can look for a pickoff and then Boots and Travel 2 onto him. which is risky as all hell, but it does feel like they need to make some type of risk if they want to win.
Do they?
You think so? You think IGV are still fine?
Chill C4s. It's not like Viper's getting it stronger. It's not like AM's getting it stronger. They still have minuses.
Well, maybe it is just going to be a quick kill on the Orchestra regardless.
Yeah, that does open up the map out a lot for them. And Drow Rangers, marksmanship aura gives, I'm not sure how much, 110 damage.
Oh my god.
To the Warriors. So looks like I do see a kill here.
Uh-oh. Well,
oh, he has no buyback. Oh, wait,
he has buyback in 35 seconds. I believe, as long as he has the gold for it. Yeah, he does. He has 3,200 in the bank.
I don't know. I think the game's been so hectic that no one's been able to keep either side, just because they've been having him like huge team fight. Obviously.
I mean, at the very least, they're going to be trying to, you know, force a buyback from the Weaver, but they also don't have Ancient Apparition for another 30 seconds themselves.
This is the game where EM talent is value. Super value. I think everyone is taking it.
Uh-oh. Poker lifted. Bloodthorn taking a lot of damage, but does get saved. So they're going to keep him alive for the moment, trying to refresh, trying to run. He can actually live through all of that, though. They usually get to the shrine. Spooky. Nah, it wasn't enough. And he doesn't have buyback. He will very shortly, though. 3 seconds, and he'll be able to get it. All right. Buyback on both Invoker and Weaver. They were able to outlast it.
And this is the time where they can 75 minutes. So they can push with next Aegis. That should be fairly straightforward. I actually think they need to kill dogfights. Dogfights, and then
the game. 75 minutes in right now, 38 to 33, and it still doesn't feel like the lead is completely safe for either team at all.
Definitely rather be. Oh yeah, Empire's good, but yeah, they're not. Things could like the thing about this point is like you can
there, they get a little bit off the mark though, able to catch on to Rubik. He is going to drop, I believe. Right click's coming through. Paparazzi trying to kill him off, but he's able to get away. Rubik making the escape, and now they focused all their attention onto him. What's left in the tank to deal with the rest of Empire?
Wait. They almost killed Dogfight. This pair has to stay alive. Super good. I think if either of them die without buyback, it's actually, I guess if any of them die without buyback, it's
Tis mine.
they need all 5. Nyx is there for the control. Weaver and Oracle are there for the saves. Forward and Invoker and Drow for the damage. All 5 heroes on the side of my jet. Completely integral to their team. No one is useless.
Well, Roshan is back up at this point, so if Empire go and decide to check that, it'd be a very quick and easy way to secure their lead even further, but it doesn't look like they're super interested in that. Much more just trying to keep these lanes pushed in.
There is a DD. Way faster. I still think Arcane plus DD is
Smoked up here, able to jump forward and find himself an opening. Weaver dropping low. He does get the time lapse up though, but they get him again. They're able to force step away, and that is going to be Nyx assassin down. They keep their attention, so Dogfight still lives. How can they get out with the rest of them? They forced another buyback from that Nyx, like we said. It looks like iG.V again are going to hold. What do they need to do? Oh, Roger? He ends up falling, and Ghostic jumped in at the same time. He's left all alone. Another Ice Blast coming out, but not going to connect. Sunstrike off the mark, and it's thought about chasing, but thinks the better of it. In July, jump forward. Spike Carapace now trying to run. The lift up on the Tornado. If they can manage to find that last little bit of damage on Viper, it would have been big, but it does not happen. Super almost dying to Mega Creeps, too.
They're rotating their buybacks though, which is kind of nice. So who has buyback? Oracle, Drow. That's it on iG.Vitality.
They know how to keep the blood pumping in this one.
Anti-Mage going for a Silver Edge now, so that should be his 9th, 10th, actually make that 10th item. Silver Edge is actually pretty important because they need to be able to get the jump. They can't always completely ward their base. If they drop sentries on all sides, they can just de-ward them. They can't really protect them because most of them are going to be centralized around those T4 towers. So being able to assault with Shadow Blade, that was the epic conclusion to one of the games in the Boston Major finals, grand finals. It's one of the best ways to do it because towers have such limited vision. People don't have room for gems. Text is just not a thing this late into the game.
Yeah. Well, iG.V is still pushing out, and they're keeping that gem on dogfights to make sure that that same thing you're talking about at least doesn't happen for now. But if they ever let up for even a second or two, that's all it takes to win the game.
4 minutes on 2 big buybacks and 6 minutes on Nyx. That's a big window. And the Asian cheese. Okay, make that 10 items for me. Okay, he's not gonna do it.
Look at his backpack full.
And they're all like big ticket items too.
Time to get a courier for himself as well.
Might as well. What else are you gonna spin?
If I see Roger buy 1 ward, that's it.
Or tome, or gem, or smoke.
Anything.
TP scroll, they're all yours, buddy. Even Roger has bots now.
Oh, they lift up, they spot him out, they see him, they're able to impale, and the BKB is there. Paparazzi needs to run away. Can he get to the fountain regen in time? I don't know if it's going to be enough to heal him back up. The damage might have already been dealt.
Salve up quickly!
Oh, needs to stay alive. He is.
Okay. He went to close. Max.
Oh, FN out of mana, but pops the BKB and wanted to kill off that Drow, but it doesn't happen. Have they baited him out enough? Ghostic is just gone. That's Aegis down. And also, they're able to impale Anti-Mage. He's in trouble. He's out of mana. He's starting to fall. Resolution dies down. He does have buyback, but that's 2 minutes without him on the field. Maybe they can force one. Roger almost dropped the low to that one as well. 50 HP left for him, and Mapushka gets Tornado lifted up. They're going to try and take down that Ancient Apparition, but want to look for more. FN or Ghostic are the big targets if they can find them. FN caught, cold snap, shaped as well. iG.V might just be doing it. They're taking down all of the cores and supports of Empire. My God.
What's happening? iG.Vitality are playing so smoothly at this point in the game. You would think they would be choking so much under pressure. Mega creeps, like no buybacks on 3 of their cores, people getting hexed, and people coming from invis in all 3 directions inside their base. But no, they're keeping it cool. They're saving people at like 20% from false promise and time lapse. Like they're force snapping people out of cogs even like 20 seconds into the fight. It's crazy. I don't know if they can even force buybacks because they're up against megas, but they will be able to weather the storm until 2 of their buybacks.
Well, they're looking to try and pressure right now, and if things become hectic inside the Empire base, and
They have to defend. Who's going to defend their base? Oh wait, there's a helmet. Look at this army of mega melee creeps and range creeps inside their base, dude. That's crazy. That's really important. They can drag the creeps inside the fountain, and they can actually stave off their T4s from dying. Okay, oh my God. Okay, T4s.
Middle barracks has fallen.
they're doing it. They're making this happen.
There's still a T2 on top, so they can't get megas right now.
But Viper buys back, and they're hitting the tier 4s. Still 20 seconds before Anti-Mage. This is so risky. Ghostic jumps in. He's able to catch onto 2, but they end up force staffing him out. And now FN trying to run in there as well. Super in trouble. They still haven't bought back on Anti-Mage. iG.V, this is so dangerous right now, and they're just trying to get away, but Roger looking for that opening. He was able to steal Tornado. It would be a great spell to try and run them down. Ghostic finds another hook shot. He's been able to catch onto 1. Drow Ranger is caught. Can he be killed off? He's taking so much damage, and I think he is just going to have to be the sacrificial lamb. Ghostic still looking for more, but can't find anybody else as of yet. They killed off Sakata. He immediately buys back. Dogfight's 25 too, so he has the Takuchi move.
Resolution, DOT into the base, BKB to attack. Like, Ghostic's going to die now.
He ends up falling. Okay.
Collect your bearings, Gabe.
Oh, lordy. Ben, what is happening?
Creeps are like how do you have the presence to think of this game crazy? Of course, that's a buyback. You need to shut all these lanes. Like, no, yeah, they have the Dominator. Like they've been in this situation before. Like the mega melee creep taking the damage from T4. They almost have more HP than the T4 tower. Not as much armor, but still, it's you don't want your T4s. If you lose your T4s, you can just like super easily get BKB drones or and there's nothing you can do. These T4s are not even that good. Okay, so they walked away with 2 sets of racks. Honestly, they don't really matter right now. What matters is that they're like 2/3 of the way there to Megas, but that T2 is still up. Who was that in that top lane? I don't know. At this point, it was the Drow Rangers. That's right, in July. Charge in, I believe in you. Well, Anti-Mage has 1,300 last hits. That's definitely going to be the highest, at least so far. Oh, man. Okay. Viper with the heart as well for himself. Brought out by the courier. How much gold has it gained from GPM now? What, 84 minutes, there's been 260 GPM and 120 GPM? Yeah. From Nyx. I don't know when they got it, but that totals to what, 240? Times, let's say, like an hour? It's a lot. There's a lot of freaking GPM, man. Yeah, it's going to be nuts. And looking forward, there's a couple more 25s that are still left. Ancient Apparitions and Oracles. Ancient Apparitions is really important. They need to pump you.
Savage rank.
Вода, ты посмотри вокруг, что происходит.
Totally Clockwork Battery Celebrations, whatever. 20% cooldown reduction in Rubik is okay, it's good, but it's not completely game changing. I know it's Oracle might hit 25, dude. Either 250 cast range. I mean, 2-second false promise is also pretty good. It's not like he has pressure though. So Oracle also going for POG. Okay, I need to check my results. Yeah, looking like we are still a little ways away from Nyx, but Clockwork hooked in. They're able to find that Invoker again. He does get 4-stepped away for the moment. False promise, keeping him alive as well as the time lapse. Combo together. FN, there's the Lotus Orb to keep him alive. He pops his BKB. Been 5 seconds for a very long time. Probably more than it's been 10 seconds. Still, nothing of value was lost. False Promise is going to be back up. Already Time Lapse is back up, and they can just run at it again. I don't know how you end this game. It's just so hard. Like, Empire have been really close. Like, I would say like 6 or 7 times. They've been really close to killing an important hero without my but iG.Vitality, they keep like throwing their their flyback heroes out in front. Dogfights have just been playing with the utmost consistency, saving these heroes that are on the verge of just losing the game and they die. And the thing is, Empire have just been trying so many different ways to tackle the base. Dude, that's a cool thing. They're not just like throwing the bodies at the T4 with BKBs. They're trying to shadow blade in from the side lane. They've been BOTing in 2 BOTs, BKBing right click to the towers. They've been trying to like blink initiate all on one hero while keeping the defensive heroes occupied. They've just been doing everything, and still iG.Vitality have pulled steadfast. It's really impressive too. We are starting to see as well the gem purchase and trying to take down these illusion, or rather the sentry wards that are already there, and they've caught themselves in dogfights. But he is going to jump away. A great hook shot again. Somehow Ghostic made the play, but they still get the time lapse off and are going to be able to kill off Ghostic. He has buyback, 58 seconds, and they also save the gem. Up here, dogfights is actually the most important. Viper, they've caught him for the moment, but force the buyback of the Clockwork. Clockwork trying to TP in. He's up in the top lane, but not in range of anything to happen. Dogfights is still pretty low. They hexed him. They caught him. Viper FN out of mana, but they're able to walk away yet again. They still have plus one. Yeah, so Dogfights is the most important hero. He can save everyone else, but it's very difficult. They have to false promise the anti-life. I mean, this is game 2, and is this still our first series? This game has been going on forever. iG.V not willing to give up, never surrender. And they're putting themselves in a position to win the game. I believe Aegis number 6, maybe? I don't know. I totally got that. How many Roshan will get killed? No way I didn't. Look at just the keyboard of 2 mega creeps in July and Carapace. That's already scary enough as it is. I'm still waiting until the buybacks cool down. Drow Ranger still. He has the most pressure. He can't die and he has to save anyone else who gets jumped. Even more so than actually Oracle has. Oracle only has the same dog though. Yeah. So it's not so.
Yeah, he's fine. I'm sure he's just having a great time, relaxing in this game. It's easy. Resolution ended up going back for the Diffusal Blade. We've seen a good amount of these so far. Okay.
He wants to be able to blink, instantly pop Lincolns, abyssal them, and kill them before they can respond. iG.Vitality have had abnormally quick reactions when it comes to all abilities, but they're getting to the point where the damage, they can kill people in a second, and if you can't react in a second, like, you can just keep trying. Like, maybe you only have like a 95% success rate for that 1 time out of 20. If you fail to do it by like 0.2, 0.3 seconds, you're going to lose the game. So, Resolution is constantly trying to put them to the test. They have to make the move. They have to make the right move. They have to be quick enough in range. They have to not miss the move. Imagine if someone missed like the time lapse. Like, that thing is targeted now.
Yeah. No, for sure. That is nuts. And we did see level 25s now on everybody in this game. 250 cast range for the Oracle. It was the 4 charges of Cold Feet for the Ancient Apparition. So, base defense is going to continue. Tower regeneration on tier 4 towers.
90 minutes in. Teams aren't close to each other. They get back to the mentality. So what do I need? Okay, they're going to go on dogfights. That's going to be iG.Vitality's mentality. We need a position around dogfights. Empire have been like, okay, we need to kill dogfights because he's been the big baller with the time lapse. That's been super easy to kill him. Also, what else do they need? They also need a sight. They need a sight so they can kill the Eel or start killing the Eel. He's been using himself during a lot of the bursts, and they still have no sight.
Illusion.
Huh, that's surprising. You bought like Moon Shard for everyone? Clockwork has a Moon Shard, so that's a yes.
They literally, Ancient Apparition doesn't have one, and neither does the Rubik. But Rubik does have a BKB in his backpack. And he has 4 rapiers to do that as well, so he's ready to go.
Surprised we haven't seen any rapiers in this game.
Alright, 10th item for Anti-Mage, or is it the 11th? I'm not sure. He has a heart as well.
Oh my goodness, what did he sell? Oh wait, no, Battle.
Scotty. And now he's swapping out the Battle Fury for the Silver Edge. He wants to go in. The other side of this is that right now, buyback, everybody has it on iG.Vitality. The only person that doesn't is Ghostic. So, conceivably, you could live in a world where iG.Vitality can push out the lanes again and try and take tier 4s.
I would say Ghostic is much less important to his team though than anyone else on that team, right? Like I think if who's the least important person, probably. You can't even say it's super maybe than in July. Dogfights and Sakata the paparazzi.
Это просто
But if super dies, dogfights dies,
нечто.
his whole team will die. So everyone is necessary on that. Tell you what's Ghostic, they can still do a fair amount of damage. Viper and AT.
Regeneration.
Resolution just kind of waiting for the perfect rune. Wait. 2 minutes for the last 30.
It looks like they also have Aegis for 1 more minute here. Yeah. And that's the thing, is like even if you do get Aegis at this point, like you start stacking cheeses, I guess, and that's the way that you try and take it. It seems so inconceivable that this game is going to end by like anything other than a 1 team fight, but I don't know how Empire really wins team fight when dogfights has been able to play this elusively.
It's been close. I'm telling you, it's been like super close. It's been like, you know, if someone was 10% slower or Empire were 10% faster, then this game would be over. So it's at that point where it's just set some skills.
Tis mine.
He's just got it going. He's ready to go. And the Viper here is built into a Mjolnir next. We'll have that shortly. It just feels like they're redefining their heroes and what they need to do. Like
fulfilling a different role for both units. Everyone level 25 yet?
Yes.
Everyone is level 25.
Everybody is level 25. There's still room to grow. Like, Maposhka doesn't have an Aghanim Scepter. That could be something else, because then the False Promise no longer will be able to heal these people inside the fountain. Because it doesn't last long.
That actually, that's I can think of that.
Right. It at least takes away something.
Yeah,
you know?
I think you just straight sell your Glimmer. Yeah, Scepter would actually probably be GG.
Brutal, savage, range.
It also is really problematic when you're like mixed cess, if you can't regen inside the burrow.
I mean, you can understand why each of these items was picked. Like, Force Staff, he needs positioning. Lotus Orb, obviously, to deal with the Sheep Sticks. Glimmer Cape, they needed to be able to have more of these things to save them.
Look at these wards. There are like 8 sentry wards outside iG.Vitality base, and there's 3, like, this is the thing that a lot of newer players will just not do. It's just place sentry wards outside of your base. That's absolutely necessary. If they have an observer ward sitting up there, they'll get the jump, they'll kill you, they'll win.
Illusion.
Having 3 or 4 sentry wards inside your base at all times for the remainder of the game is it's absolutely integral. I would say it's almost more important than getting like a big item. It's not as important as having buyback, but it's up there. Paramount buyback.
Couple other big items now. MKB was picked up by Anti-Mage, another item for him in this slew of items that he's been holding on to. And Sakata has a rapier on the courier.
MKB? What?
I don't know, man.
Okay, Drow Ranger's hitting for 850. And so slow though. 290.
Oh. DD bottom? I still don't know though if they're really going to try and go for this. Like, Roche is going to respawn potentially in 50 seconds, probably a little bit later than that. But I don't even know if like Aegis and Cheese matters anymore, because it's not like you can throw your bodies at them. IGV can probably kill you twice.
Right. Yeah, their death timers are so long right now though, because everyone's 25, that you can't actually make escape later.
Alright, Maposhka Ags is coming on the courier.
Okay, that could be the game. It sounds stupid that 96% ag AA might change the game, or will change the game, but I think it's going to change the game. I think they will. It's a small promise.
But who will die first is the other question to ask. Buybacks are still available. It's only so long that cooldown. It's 40 seconds.
Probably more. I think Judd's
Okay.
he's just going to be excited.
Invoker's mana pool really changed that much. It's still staying at about 3,000. We've talked about that Spike Carapace. So if the Anti-Mage does happen to mana void Paparazzi nearby in July, he could just blow himself up still.
Yeah. That'd be the coolest thing.
Oh my god. And Poshka, they're just content to keep on farming. Like, I mean, what is... I guess that they don't want to do it until the buyback is back up again, but they have buyback again. Maybe they want to have buyback for Ancient Apparition as well.
They're just at a loss at how to approach. Again, they've exhausted almost every single possibility.
Yeah.
So they're not really sure what to do right now. I mean, they could just actually just physically take their hands off the keyboard and think how do I actually handle this. But I don't actually think there's a good solution.
Yeah.
In July has been in burrow form for like 8 minutes. Just has not left.
This is my home now.
Yeah. He should maybe move a little. This triggers the OCD people.
Yeah, that's the new strat. Make yourself look cool. Get all loaded up. Oh look, he moved out. He's heading out of there.
But they have sentries and observers everywhere, so
They immediately spot him out.
they do.
Oh wait, no, the gem.
They
Okay.
do these wards.
Yeah, they will spot out that it in July is out and about though.
How
So
much are these bounty rules worth?
that's a good question. 98 minutes in, let's find out. 246? That's pretty good.
That's not as much.
Illusion.
Yeah. Fair.
I guess it's like, that's a lot.
I want to see how much armor Roche has too. There's a lot of things that start to get really nuts when you get towards the 100-minute mark, and I mean, this game has just been, it's showing how good it can be if you hold high ground, and this lineup is built perfectly for it.
And the Curry's with me.
Okay, Roche respawning now. Finally, when this goes down, it might be time for Empire to make the move yet again. We've seen this story, we've read this book, it's happened time and again, and even still, they haven't always been able to finish it off. 47 armor on Roche, 16,000 HP. Resolution doesn't care.
Oh god, look at those MKB bashes.
Roche really being bullied around here.
This reminds me of like the X-Hero siege from Warcraft 3 days.
Roshan has
You ever play
fallen
those?
to
No. It's like you just get super.
Oh, Mapushka. He's getting found. He's getting caught. They do have Gem on Nix as well. They're going to be able to run into him. Although that being said, Super is over on the other side here, and he could get counted out by the anti-mates. They're fighting outside their base. I don't know if really this is the play that they wanted to go for. Sakata is going to be able to hop out, but Dogfight's caught. We've seen this again. He's going to be killed off. In July now, also in a little bit of trouble. They immediately buy back onto Dogfights, and in July, trying to jump away. Is he going to be able to live through all of that damage that came through towards him? No. They have buyback on the Nyx, and they might just need to use it. This could be the beginning of the ruination by GB.
Also, Clockwork with that moon shard just solo through damage. He hit so hard.
That's insane. I was looking at it. Drow Ranger doesn't have a moon shard yet.
Yeah, was he even able to attack that fight?
Trying to hold the Nyx buyback. There's the buyback from the Nyx. Time-lapse keeping Sakata alive, but now they found themselves another one. Oracle controlled for the moment. Can they kill him off? Anti-Mage is already dead. Now an opening approaches. They're trying to run down and kill off the Rubik. He's going to go down as well on FN. Trying to also make the escape, but so much control, so much damage coming out. They're destroying Maposhka as well. Dogfight's able to find him, and Ghostic trying to save his buddy. He soloed him before. Can the Weaver get out of here? He's in a ton of trouble. Starting to drop low. He is going to die. No buyback at Ghostic. Finally going to fall. The Aegis is coming back. FN is going to be ran at. Sakata dealing a good bit of damage, trying to stay alive, and that Satanic is going to do enough to keep him up and alive. FN falls. 4 and 5 dead from Empire.
Rezo got destroyed. He died in half the duration of a Hex, I think, due to the Drow Ranger actually finally being able to right-click him. Now he's going to have to hoof it down to mid. So, let's see. Weaver died, doesn't have buyback. I think they might want to like time their push so that they can force the buyback on Empire, and Weaver will be able to respawn in time. I'm not too sure. I mean, at this point, do you really have a game plan? Can you really prepare for what is happening next?
I don't know. It seems impossible. Oracle just picked up a
Radiant's
Maelstrom
top
as well.
tower is under attack.
Oh, they are going to get that tier 2
Radiant's
tower
top
though.
tower has fallen.
Oh yeah, I forgot they could just backdoor it because it's 100 minutes in and they can do whatever they want. Creeps being done. Tower is hard no problem.
Well, 50 seconds before Weaver is up, and Empire, they don't want to try and go for this yet. Understandably.
Quick, pop your precision R, Sakata, get the arcane root value.
Oh, I believe in it. They do also have a haste and a DD that responds.
Oh, come on, press it, please. No. Oh, no, the small victories.
All right, here it is. DD rune, but what do you do with this?
Not much. I mean, it's percentage-wise increase is not that much because she was 750. She's at 1,000. Just 1,000. Just 1,000.
I'll take that.
All right, 102 minutes in, another Mjolnir picked up. This time it's by the Invoker. They got around a 6,000 gold lead change in that last engagement.
Gold means nothing here, Gabe.
I know. It really
Gold
doesn't.
is useless here. Anti-Mage was at like 60,000 like 30 minutes ago, and now he's dropped to 56. They're just nothing. Gibberish right now.
Net worth is just a number. Okay, DD wearing off for Sakata. We do have Weaver back up. Buyback status. Clockwork does not have it. Ancient Apparition does not have it. And Nyx, Weaver, and Oracle. Actually, Oracle just got buyback, but Nyx and Weaver do not.
Kill Weaver, win game.
We thought that before as well. Hasn't always ended up working out. Sakata is very far out in this bottom lane. Does not have Hurricane Pike off the left. Just used it right there. Super. I'm just gonna punch Resolution. Purifying Flames for funsies. Look at all of them huddled together. Paparazzi. And they walk forward. They get the break and pulling back in. That's Resolution controlled. Ghost Tick has found Super though, starting to bring them low, and they have killed off Resolution. 90 seconds, double deafening blast, controlling, killing off the Rubik as well. iVG striding forward and taking down FN. That's 2 times in a row now where they've been able to kill off multiples from Empire.
This Hex is a big problem. Anti-Mage wasn't able to pop his BKB, didn't get Lotus Orb, didn't get Force F, just died again to the Drow Ranger. I think this could be the beginning of the buybacks.
This time they didn't lose that all-important Weaver, like you said,
And the Nyx.
and the Nyx. Yeah, they're pushing down each of these lanes. And with bots level 2, as soon as you get the creeps into the tower bottom or mid, you can just head top.
Do you want to go for Megas here or Team 4? I guess you have enough time to go for Team 3s. Or sorry, to go for Megas.
Oh, bottom lane, no, here. They're able to open up already at the start. Sakata, he ends up getting cooked. They don't have a Hurricane Pike up on him, but they will be able to force out with another. That's a long duration, though. And it looks like they're able to force out the buybacks, not resolutions.
Now, buybacks in turn.
This game is insanity. 105 minutes. And while it feels like we've been on the brink of elimination for this entire time,
Yeah, you still don't know who's going to win.
at all. And I mean, let's
this is my tower now. Look at that T4 tower. Mega just like, I own this. Get out of here.
the gatekeepers.
What's the timer for when creeps are equal to mega creeps? Well, it's clearly not.
Yeah. They're still not big enough. 700 HP versus 1200. It's getting closer.
Yeah, we're getting there.
And look at the ancient apparition. This is my life now. 12 centuries, just throwing them everywhere.
Wow!
Brutal, savage, wrecked.
Это просто нечто.
Oracle stash?
Oh my god.
Okay, that's the most ridiculous stash I've ever seen. Alright, that has to be, like, the game has to go on for so long to actually have that many. That is great. That is great.
One from Roger, one from Paparazzi, one from Reza, one from Roger, one from Resolution.
Oh, man. The game has to be going on, well, I guess if you're 1%. Still. How many jumps are on the ground, too?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
I see 2 Helmet Dominators. Base.
Yeah, and Oracle, he's going to be having a Mjolnir as well in a short period of time. One thing to notice is that the Weaver was kind of switching on and off between having his Aghanims in his stash or not. He was using other items.
Oh, he needs an axe.
Yeah.
That axe has been the saving grace for them in the 40 to 80 minute phase of the game.
You know, I was looking at this game and I was like, it's a Drow Ranger stat. They got off to a good start. Invoker got a double kill at the start of it. This game will be over real quickly. Now we got another Divine Rapier picked up, 107 minutes in.
Only 2 rapiers at this point.
I mean, that's the thing too, though, is it doesn't really feel like it's
What else do you buy?
Yeah. Like, more Helmet Dominators? You can't get more than 5 on a team, though, and get more than 5 creeps. That was the change that they made. I think it was after that, like, Drag Neil game at Manila Masters a while ago, or Major.
Relevant change. Yeah. See? Freaking Oracle's had no sentry wards like clockwork right outside his face the whole time. Now he has 5. He's up with it. No wards.
In their eyes,
Look at
crossing their
Viper's club. Okay, after he finishes cricket, watch him float across. He's like a freaking alien mothership just sailing across. He's so slow. Oh, man. Time to buy a drum to just increase everyone's move speed?
Maybe. Pop drums, backpack it. Oh, BKB backpack. Is it worth it?
No one has boost, so that's move speed increase is kind of important here. Oops.
Uh-oh. Hopefully these players don't misclick. CC at this point would be tragic. But it really does feel like, too, you know, looking at the way that the game progressed, we're not in a position where Empire feel confident, like, being anywhere near the base right now. Before, they were all sitting outside. I think there was a moment where Anti-Mage was, like, up on the high ground, and it feels like the momentum is turning where iG.V just haven't lost a fight in a really long time.
Roshan number 18 has fallen.
Immortality!
She's just left on the ground. Who cares, right?
There's a gem in there,
No one
too.
has room for it.
There's another gem that was left in there also. So that gem was left in there by Resolution. So Rezo's bought at least 3 gems this game.
Okay. Who has movie charts? Does everyone have movie charts now? How have you gotten to that point? Oh, now there's an Alpha Wolf Creed. Ew.
Oh, hey.
Hey, they're progressing, man.
That's pretty great.
The Gatekeeper melee creep is still there, in case you guys were wondering. Sakata has this progressive Alpha Wolf.
It's pretty nice for him as well.
Would you prefer a Kobold creep or an Alpha Wolf?
What does the Kobold do?
It gives you the boost. I think boost speed, because then you can drop your boots for a huge damage item.
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't actually think they have a choice. They still kill them.
Wow. Is the Swiftest aura better than the Kobold aura, though?
Yeah, but you don't have to have a slot for it.
But I mean, from the...
1% base.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay,
It's 12% versus 20. There is a foreman. I see you. Here, buddy.
It's over there. I can't see where you're pinging.
It's bottom radiant.
Yeah, they'll be able to get there, I'm sure.
If they want it. I don't know if they want it. I wouldn't. I'd say go for it. That thing's great.
Yeah?
12% boost speed.
Why not?
You-
Affirmative.
Dude, you're gonna be like twice the speed of the Viper. So he's at 459 on Pokemon max strikes. So you're putting him at like 500 plus. Yeah, you can. Yeah, the helmet's out for you. So he's super fast.
Oh, right, alright. That's fair enough.
Yeah, and then Viper's at, oh wait, he couldn't take it anymore.
But he has to switch it off with the MKB, too, and
I know. But he was tired of it, man. That is very tilting, okay? When you're 2 hours into the game and he has to run around slower than you were at the very start of the game, or equal to 0 minutes in the game.
You know, I don't know if that's the only thing that's tilting about this game for Empire.
Dude, that is one of the most tilting things.
Okay.
Like, you think about it, you're like, I don't really need this. I want an MKB. And then you try it out, you're like, okay, I can't take this. I'm tilted. I'm triggered. I can't take this. Dude, it's awful. You feel like Crystal Maiden. And then you can't even attack anyone because you can't move around.
And they're all just going to kite you around. They got Force Staffs and Hurricane Pikes. You're up against a Weaver with the plus 200 Sakuchi movement. All right, I'm with you.
Yeah.
How many items now is this for Resolution? He bought a Satanic as well. He's just standing still. He's trying to figure out what the heck to do. A DD bot, or top rather. There's an Illusion Room bottom.
Dude, your fantasy points have to be out of control in this game.
I know, it really does. I had Ghost Stick on my fantasy team.
I think I had Paparazzi. He has 44 points.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Where do you get him from? I mean, what? I guess runes grabbed? You probably have like, how many bounty runes?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine. Oh, I guess it's some of that. Times 4.
Okay. Third Rapier purchase, this time for the Anti-Mage. Which means he swapped out the Battle Fury and the Manta. He has BKB for defensive items right
He
now.
actually dies.
Yeah,
That's
that's
5-second BKB. And it's not like they have Aether Lens for cast range. Like Ancient Emperor, the Lotus on cast range is pretty low.
Yeah.
Especially in the Anti-Mage who has to blink into the fight. So, yeah, he has reason. So stupid. That's not cool anymore. That was so 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
game.
There's a new meta evolving inside this own individual game.
Yeah. You're a hipster if you don't go root.
That's right. So here's the other thing. Keep in mind, everybody, this game, we talked about at the beginning, but that was so long ago at this point. The winner of this is going to be in a much better position to try and challenge for TNC to get into the upper bracket matchup. Right now, Team Empire is sitting at 6 and 7, and iG.V is sitting at 5 and 6.
Wow.
So if they're able to win it, then it would end up being even par, and Empire would be caught up with them finally. But if they don't, it's going to be really hard for them to push out either iG.V or TNC for their spot in the upper bracket at TI. Still, it just it's just nothing.
Wow!
Refresher orbs. Ugh.
We have gotten to the point of multiple chickens. Only 2 now. One is loaded with gems. They probably didn't want to plug super. Hey, give me that gem from your stash. Your hoard, your secret stash, underground stash of gems. Peddling gems now.
So when is that point where they do go for like the KD rush of the towers? They can't do it ever?
They died trying to fight them. Okay.
Yeah.
So imagine them not fighting them and just tanking the damage. They would just die. They would just get 5-0s like so fast. It's because of the T4s. Like if they didn't have T4s, I think it's a realistic possibility if the cliff is down, or you can like bait out the cliff. But remember back when they got megas?
Yeah.
And I said the good thing about it is that they only have to worry about the T4s. I was being serious.
Yeah.
Like, you actually, it's so much easier to defend when you're right here and you have region on both of them. And like in July, he's still in his little burrow form. This is his home now. He has this like little tiny block of habitation where he's just burrowed out. I'm surprised it hasn't collapsed yet.
I mean, the other thing here too is like gonna get disconnected match inactivity pretty soon. Waves have been pushed out almost nothing. Not getting a ton of experience.
Wow, what if that happened in lobby games? That'd be so sick. iG.V in July has abandoned the game. You are free to leave.
Alright, look, he's standing on the thing now. He's not quite lined up perfectly, but it's pretty...
Creeps will be equal to the mega creeps. And
Alright.
they have the range creep on us, so they actually don't have to be there. I would say they have the edge going, like, if we, by some stroke of luck, got 4 hours in, then I think I would much prefer to be on iG.Vitality side because Drow is sick in this situation. Like, creeps can just solo the throne and the T4 easily.
Right.
Especially if you have a helmet on there.
Просто нечто.
And then looking at the rest of Team Empire here, they're not itemized in a way to deal with a mega creep situation where super creeps that end up being stronger or equal to megas. I mean, maybe, for instance, Oracle has Maelstrom, whereas like Clockwork has like team fight winning items, you know?
Yeah.
So like they might even need to start thinking about switching that back around. He's got good attack. Didn't you remember back in the day they used to play him mid a lot because he had like a really low base attack time and you know he could farm pretty well.
Okay, we see more and more now. Dogfight has one, July has one, Sakata has one. Where's the third creep, bro? Where's that gatekeeper? Okay, wait. No,
Brutal, savage, ranked.
This is the best part about these editions, is when the game goes late, you can see the descent into madness from all of the teams as the game just gets later and later.
Is it the 2-hour mark that the terrain just starts exploding?
I think it's hero dependent, like ones with a lot of particle effects. So maybe with like, you know, Octarine Core and Invoker and stuff it will.
Okay, come on, Pop Ross. Use your refresher orb to cast all 9 spells just for us.
You know, I was thinking about this. The next level bait, iG.V accidentally, in quotation marks, hit their key for fortification, gets Empire to run in, they kill them all. What do you think? Is that the strat?
They haven't had use glove for the past fight.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be a good bait though. Oh, I'm just BOTing in. Sure, why not? I mean, use it or lose it, right?
Who was that? That was Anti-Mage.
Anti-Mage has 11 items. 9 plus Abyssal and Stash plus Fusion. Wow, the point where you drop your Abyssal, that is something else.
That's pretty nuts.
Of all the items, I never thought that he would drop his Abyssal.
And Oracle did get the GPM talent too.
Thank God. God, so much.
Tis mine.
That'd be the biggest regret for TI right there, not taking the GPM talent in this game.
The 30 health regen on Maposhka is pretty good too, because it's allowed him to farm up more than he would before. And he actually has a halberd now as well. So 2 halberds on Empire.
Yeah, Drow Ranger might have 50 TP or yeah. Invoker does a lot of damage too. Weaver does a lot of damage. So as long as Drow's still alive, it's not the worst thing in the world that he gets disarmed for 10 seconds.
And Paparazzi has that movement also. But it's a refresher Viper. I don't know how many of these have been played in.
What do you even
competitive
refresh?
Dota.
Oh, your bots? Your BKB, he didn't even have either of them in his inventory. What would you drop?
Viper Strike?
Yeah. Poison attack. Nice.
Value. The value. All right.
Wow!
Well, we are reaching the
savage,
2-hour
wrecked.
mark now of game number 2, Team Empire versus iG.Vitality. And every little thing matters. But it's kind of interesting too, because like even the ice, we thought that the ice blast would matter, but dogfights can just time lapse and they still win the fight regardless. So a second rapier now picked up for the anti-mage also.
I didn't even know. You put 2 of them in him now. Okay. So.
Oh no, he put the other one on the ground? What's he doing? Is he gonna deny it?
No.
Is he fed up?
Okay, watch this. Oh, resolution. Clearly has not subscribed to the book of. After someone picks up the rapier, you can't. But I don't think he's been in that many rapier situations before where you actually aren't the best doing it. If you buy it on a courier, it can stay on the courier. But if you drop it.
It is now in the fountain, chillin'. So
Oh yeah, Roshan, you're going down, buddy.
now up to what is that? 50
Irrelevant.
armor, but still ends up falling too quickly. They've changed out the Bloodthorn long ago for FN. Roshan down, and he's just on clockwork yet again. Ghostic able to jump.
She's like, who cares?
All right, it's been a while since everybody has seen the fight happen in this game, so you
Oh,
try to
okay.
refresh
Oh,
us
yeah.
on what we're looking at.
Yeah, we probably haven't a lot of newcomers because this game's been going on for ages. So, iG.Vitality had a pretty good early game. Drow Ranger, Strat, they took down a couple of T1s. Invoker got a double kill, and Dogfight got a kill. So Invoker was 2-0 to start. They had a couple thousand net worth lead, but all things went poorly for them as soon as they started to push down the mid T1 on bottom. And Pochka was able to drag the creep wave away, stop the push, and that tower stayed alive for about another 10 minutes. And all of iG.Vitality had to try and push while Paparazzi was part of his minus. After that, Anti-Mage got his Battle Fury at a pretty decent time. I believe it was on around 15 minutes time. And then Anti-Mage started doing what you would expect an Anti-Mage to do, is push out all the lanes and just put too much pressure on iG.Vitality to ever actually push it on high ground. And then move into the next phase of the game where there's just a bunch of farming from both teams. Gets Mantis out, gets a Butterfly, only the crap out of it.
Brutal, savage, brutal,
and then
savage,
they
wrecked.
start sieging the racks. The fights go Empire's way, but buildings are none. And after much determination, Empire take down the majority of the T3s and the range and melee racks out on top. However, that wasn't the end of it. They were desperate to finish off the last 2 set of racks, but it probably took them another 10 minutes to do so. And only after an Aegis sacrificed the Aegis, he pushed the right racks, baited them all to go over there while the mid rack. He sacrificed the Aegis, and then as soon as they switched up to Viper, he got back. I don't even know when they got back. Maybe 50 minutes in? Was it later than that? 60 minutes? It was around there. 50 or 60 minutes in. But jokes on them, because iG.Vitality were like, oh wow, now we have less buildings to defend, even better. We don't have to spread ourselves thin, which actually mattered because Intellect part of this was probably for good. Right in between those 2 lovely towers in the T4, and he has just been sitting there as the eternal sentinel guardian of the dire T4 towers. And Empire has been throwing everything, just like this. They're going to hook shot in, but a little bit of trouble, and Ancient Apparition starting to drop low again. The Deafening Blast comes out. Ghostic still just beating away at Sakata, but they're able to turn it back around again. Ghostic is going to fall. That's only the Aegis. They
guys were wondering why it is he goes to every event, it's because he has a locked, tight memory. My goodness gracious, I can't believe you remembered all that. I'm not even done, bro.
I know, that's nuts.
Okay, and then after the megas started happening, Empire tried all these tactics to tackle their base. Rezo bought a Shadow Blade to a Silver Edge and tried to all smoke at the high ground, pick off the things that they could buyback, and then iG.Vitality had this. What is going on? They're actually taking it down, but I don't think they're able to do it. This could be the end. I'm last. Rezo got crushed. I think it could be a kill. The thing is, the Aegis doesn't really matter, so they actually decided to push with the Aegis.
Scared.
Yeah.
Now they have to defend their base. Okay, so after that, Empire tried everything. They tried going on an Invoker, he would get time lapse. They tried going on the Oracle, he would get time lapse. They tried going in on the Weaver, and then Weaver got false promise into a time lapse. And they tried killing Injuli, and then Injuli constantly heals himself because they didn't have a Hex on Empire. And then eventually, Empire gave up pushing. They're like, okay, we'll just farm, get another 6 slots. However, Anti-Mage has had like 10 different items, 2 Rapiers, and still he hasn't been able to right-click Demo at all because Drow Ranger has been hitting like an absolute truck. Now he has DD running down mid. Let's get that Rezo buyback out of here. See if they can actually make it happen. He does so much freaking damage. And they passed by a second ago. They do manage to find that Hex from very long range from Roger. He just jumped back, but with DD here, with Sakata starting to hit, they might be able to do this. They aren't going to buy back on AM. They are just conceding. Buyback now comes a little bit late, but they're able to push back onto one again. Roger catches it. That's Divine Rapier down and Drow Ranger dead. Now they've been able to find themselves another pickoff as Nyx Assassin controlled and killed. They don't even sacrifice Mega. Leave the tier 3 tower and the melee barracks. Oof, they actually need the Drow Ranger alive. She did pop her precision aura, but they can do the same thing and force buybacks out. So how many people don't have buybacks? Just Viper and AM. That's, I will say, roughly equivalent to Drow and Nyx. But that we talked about too is that at iG.Vitality they need everybody. Yeah, they need all 5 of their lineup for sure. Drow, Invoker for damage, Nyx for the control. He stuns anyone that doesn't have BKB, trying to go for the towers or for the heroes, and then Weaver and Oracle both do a ton saving.
Oracle has the Rapier now as well.
Wow, okay. He does have one of the lowest base attack times in the game.
Yeah.
Value right there.
He's going to do actually like a decent amount of damage. He needs to be so careful.
Okay, they're smoking in
though.
right here, actually. So he has a moment. Okay, wait, he has 30 sentries. I was about to say that he had a moment of lapse in his.
God, they need to be so careful though. Like any time if they happen to jump forward, that BKB actually pops from Roger is kind of important. They still have 5 back there.
One of the more, I think it's like,
Glow Stick, he doesn't actually end up hitting. And Invoker is sheeped, but he's just going to be able to walk away. Has Roger gone too far?
He only used 1 buyback. Right? But now Empire have 30 seconds to make power play.
This is spooky. Still a very tense moment for sure. Resolution hitting up front and center. He has his Manta Style and BKB ready with the Rapier.
They are they know they don't have buyback. If they die right now, they lose the game. So they don't even get the drop buyback. Man, iG.Vitality is late game plays, man.
They have done a great job. I mean, it is completely inconceivable that IGV have been able to hold on this long. The way that they've done it too, with keeping these Helm of the Dawn or Mega Creeps and just out-team fighting them constantly, it's been incredibly a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, the late game tactics from iG.Vitality, after Empire started sieging them with all these like Silver Edge and Blink Pop Lincolns trying to instant kill people tactics, iG.Vitality, they shifted their strategy too. They had a couple of Helmet Dominators that they use to dominate the Mega Creeps, then put them off set of C4 so they don't have to force games as often. July though,
He's catching Ghost Stick. This is a decent sized kill. He doesn't have buyback. They're going to blow him up. Nice path is there. The disarm keeps him alive for the moment. And now, FN, he's in this area as well. They lift him up one time. Sunstrike going to land as well as that disarm. But no, they just blow up the Invoker. He's going to have to buy back in just a second, but FN is also dead. And now they're controlling up this anti-mage. If they could kill him off here, this would be so tremendous. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. As you look at the damage. Sakata blows him up to hell. 100 seconds. No anti-mage. And now looking for more. Can they kill off Ghostic as well? It might finally have done it. iG.V After 128 minutes, GG has called FN's had enough. Dogfights MVP for sure.
Yeah. Well, how about all 10 players for not losing their minds?
I can't believe it ends like that. That's insane. iG.V held on for so long.
That was one of the most